2, 3, 4. Easy. So guys, that's just a quick run through as to what we need to do. I know I've had some comments as in, wow, very mafan. Is it? Is it really? So just to protect yourselves and of course myself and of course all our other customers as well. Yeah, easy. Good evening, guys. Welcome to Alvin's Lowdown. I'm Alvin, obviously, and you guys know me. It's probably just a face mask. Don't recognize me at all. All right, so we've come up with the new protocol to come into the shop. We're opening on Tuesday, woohoo, on the 12th, okay? Now, we had notification today that the conditional movement control order has been extended for another month. It's a good thing. It's a good thing in the sense that this time we're going for 4 weeks, right, straight off. And secondly, at least a lot of industry can open. But to ensure that we don't go back into an MCO, we do need to ensure that we keep practicing the safe procedures that we've been asked to, okay? So just to run through very quickly, the main points that we need to cover for protocol. First things first, guys, you need to wear your mask, okay? No mask, no entry. Very simple. All that is to do with is the fact that we want to keep the virus from spreading, okay? If you are a carrier, once again, do remember, you may not show any symptoms for up to 2 weeks, but in that 2 weeks, you can certainly pass it on, okay? So wear your mask, protect yourself, protect those around you, yeah? First one, very simple. Second thing, social distancing. Guys, I can only have 4 people in the shop at any one time, okay? That includes me. So myself and 3 other people, maximum. So if you come in and you see 4 already, please turn around, wait outside, okay? Somebody will finish quickly. When that person finishes, they go up, then you're welcome to come in, all right? So I have also made sure that if you guys are needing a service, right, for your tank, for you to please hold on to your drip tip. The reason for that is this. If you are a carrier, and we hope to God that you're not, obviously, yeah? But this is all precautionary. So if you are a carrier, guess what? You're gonna be sucking on this thing all day, day in, day out. You're certainly gonna have droplets of saliva and so on and so forth, right? The moment that drip tip passes on to anybody, there's a chance they might get it. So if you're gonna need a service for your tank, please remove your drip tip as you come through the door. You may have seen me do the demonstration already. I haven't quite decided at this stage whether to do it before or after this particular video, but it's there. It's super easy, right? Face mask on, come through the door, you see 4, you wait outside, you see less than 4, come in, take your drip tip off in the pocket. First thing you do after that, sanitize your hands. The reason for that is so that you don't have to accidentally contaminate any surface here, which will then mean I will need to do a lot of sanitizing. Now guys, it's just me, yeah? So who's gonna do your servicing while I do all the sanitizing? So let's make it easy, let's make it sensible. So you sanitize your hands. As you sanitize your hands, sure, you touch the bottle, right? There's another bottle there, one spray, sanitize that bottle as well, okay? After that, I need to do what government requires me to do, which is to get your contact details. We don't need much. Your name, your phone number, the date and the time that you're here, okay? Those records will be kept confidential. I will not share those with anybody except the government if they require, all right? Very simple. So all that is simply to ensure we don't pass this COVID-19 along. Guys, I can't live with the fact if somebody were to catch that virus here, okay? So I will do everything in my power to make sure that that doesn't happen here. And as you can see, very, very simple. Okay, so I also want to mention very quickly that our new hours have now changed. Previously, I used to open from 3 in the afternoon through to 10 at night. Now, because of this situation, I'm going to open at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll go right through to 9 in the evening. No complaints, guys. There's 1 extra hour. Come on now. Okay? And I'm not able to have any extra staff on, because if I have 1 staff on, it means that I can serve 1 person less. Okay? So consider that as well. Make sure that you do plan your timing correctly. Don't forget, you all turn up late, guys. You're gonna have to wait outside, and there's a chance I may not get to you. Okay? So 1 o'clock until 9 o'clock in the evening, that's 1,300 hours through to 2,100 hours. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sundays and public holidays, I still remain closed. Yeah, I need a bit of rest. I'm 50 years old, for goodness sakes. Okay? So guys, I also want to welcome you, because this is gonna be the first of the real Alvin Lowdown. Okay? Alvin Lowdown was created because, for me, when I look at something, I want to know the heads to the tails of it. Not because I or anything like that, but because if I know more about the product, then there are ways that we can work the product to our benefit. Just like juice, just like the protocols, right? Can you imagine if I have to sanitize every couple of hours? Goodness, don't worry about the work that I do, eh? How about the service that you don't get, all right? So when we know the rules about certain things, we can try to bend it in our favor, all right? So Alvin's Lowdown is going to be very much about vape stuff, anything to do with vape. And if you know me from the shop, nearly 5 years now, guys, if you know me from the shop, then you know that I can't not talk about life at the same time. So there'll be bits and parts of that as well, yeah? Okay. What we will probably do next round, just in sequential form, is to do something with regards to juice testing. Sometimes if there's 3 of you going to be in here, and I'm already doing 2 services, it'll be a little bit difficult for me to do juice testing as well. But if you know what you're doing, I'm always open to you guys doing that for yourselves, okay? So that's next program. This one, I want to do something special. Those of you who are part of the shop mailing list, if I put it that way, a week and a half ago, I sent you guys something. Now, the reason why I didn't send you a video at the time was because of a couple of things. First of all, guys, you've never seen me with hair like this, right? Okay, so I didn't want to shock you. Secondly, it was because I wanted you to not look at my expression. Most importantly, for that particular exercise, I wanted you to listen to my voice, the tone of it, and what I was saying. Now, for those of you who know me quite well, some of you are my personal friends, personal friends. And some of you have been with the shop for nearly 5 years, or 4 or 3. Some of you come and sit and relax here day in, day out, okay? So you know me very well. And therefore, once I sent that voice message out, thank you. A lot of you got in touch to say, bro, we see where you're coming from, man. Don't worry, it's okay. Thanks for telling us. I have got one friend who is also a customer who said to me, yeah, man, not many people realize we're at the age where we're highly susceptible. Now, how many of you from a week and a half ago still remember that I'm a 50-year-old guy, right? And I am a little bit more susceptible to things like the COVID-19 virus. But the thing is this, because it was done the way it was done, some of you felt quite, ugh. You weren't sure where I was coming from, what I was doing. Some of you may have thought I was scolding you personally. Now, because I attach most things to the Facebook page, Alvin's Lowdown, but some of you tell me you're not on Facebook. So then I send you a message through WhatsApp. There can be easily a misconception that I send that to you and you only, okay? So I do know that some of you out there took it the wrong way. It's okay, I get it, okay? This is what I wanted to do. First thing I want to cover today about life, very quickly, is that we don't know what we don't know until we know what we know. Because only when we know what we know do we realize what we didn't know previously. Does that make any sense? the good thing is it's a video, okay? So you can easily stop, pause, rewind, replay, maybe sometime in the future. It doesn't have to be today, all right? So how am I gonna illustrate that point? Well, for those of you who didn't know where I was coming from, for those of you who are perhaps not as close as can be, or some of you, who knows, 1,001 things could happen, right? But you took the message as the way it came without taking into consideration how I do things, all right? And you could have gotten a little bit upset. Now, that was a week and a half ago. Today is different. Today, you're listening to a different a message. You get the idea that actually Alvin has got no evil bone in his body. Well, okay, we got rid of those years ago, okay? I try to do things from a point where it is peaceful. It is done out of love. And I want to bring light into the world. Now, these three things, peace. When peace is present, war cannot be, okay? Where there is love, there cannot be hate. Where there is light, there can be no darkness. Now, how do you go about proving that, for example? Okay, so let's talk about light, for example, yeah? If you have got a dark place and you bring light into it, that darkness is gone. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone, right? And which power is stronger? Okay, let's put it the other way. Where there is light and you bring a dark black box into it, the light, what happens? The light shines on the box, okay? So light is obviously the more powerful of the two. So peace, love, and light. Now that you know what you know, okay, check it out. I don't know how to lie, guys. I don't. Because I can't be bothered keeping the story straight, okay? I don't have that kind of memory. I talk too much, okay? So now that you know what you know, now that you know the kind of person that I am, and you can double check with some of your friends who are also, you know, my friends, and now that you know that, guys, take the opportunity, go back. Those of you who thought that I was being rude or being angry or really taking something out on you that I shouldn't have, rest assured, that has never been my intention, okay? But you now get the chance, which you don't get in life. Go back, listen to it, and tell me, or tell yourself, if there is a difference in it, okay? Alvin, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you taking up my time doing this? Okay, let me just very quickly add my second point to it, okay? And the second point is this. Reality. What is reality? Reality is a point in time, supposedly, when a few things exist all at once, right? And they share that moment, okay? Let me challenge that, because my reality is different to your reality, is different to other people's reality. And you'll see why I'm doing this just shortly. So just bear with me for 2 more minutes, okay? And now I'll get to it. We're gonna do a quick experiment here, guys. All right? Now, I'm gonna look at reality in the next few seconds, and let's see whose reality is correct. Bear with me, yeah? I'm gonna show you something shortly. And when I show you this thing, I want you to very quickly, within 1 second, decipher what it is and keep it in your mind. I'm gonna ask you shortly, okay? Now, there's gonna be 4 people doing this. There's me, there's you, there's the guy on my right, who is the guy on your left, there's the guy on your right, who's the guy on my left. So there's 4 of us, okay? So in 1 second, I'm gonna show you something. Again, ready? What did you see? What did you see? Although I can feel feelings sometimes, I can't read minds, okay? So don't worry, I have no idea what you're thinking of, okay? But this is what you saw. How different is that to what I saw, which was this? Okay, again, that's what you saw. That's what I saw. What about this guy here? Do you know what he saw? He saw this. This guy saw that. Okay? One thing, 4 people, 4 different points of view. Whose reality? Whose reality? Okay? So, Alvin, come on, nearly 15 minutes. What are you doing? This is what I'm asking you to do. If you realize that your point of view of reality is but one point of a bigger view, we haven't even got to reality yet. My point of that particular thing is also my point of view of reality. And so is the guy on my right who's the guy on your left, and the guy on your right who's the guy on my left. Right? We each have a different view of reality. Why is that important? It's important because if we don't know what we don't know, until we know what we know, there's going to be times when we are too brash. We make certain decisions to do certain things at the spur of the moment. Now, in real life, you can't. You can't turn the clock back. Can you? Oh, I know, I wish I could. Okay? But just bear with me. Do this exercise, especially those of you who thought I was quite rude that day. Now that you know where I come from, go back and listen to it. See if you decide today, now that you know what you know, if I was being rude or I was actually being loving, but serious, very serious. Okay, because this is a serious thing. COVID-19, forget about all the conspiracy theory, okay? I get it, I know it, and I support a lot of it. But the fact remains that it is a killer virus that is stealth. You can't see it. You don't even know you've got it for up to 2 weeks. Okay? Guys, if this gives you an idea that sometimes when we hear certain things on the spur of the moment, either the person has got a different point of view, or we have a different point of view, or they know something that we don't quite know yet. All I'm asking you to do is this. You see, sometimes when we say something, it may not be the wrong thing at the time, right? We say it because we're triggered. But very often when we say something, we don't just lose saliva. We can even lose people. So it's my hope that with today's episode, you take something on board, and perhaps we'll try and not react as much as we normally do. Instead, we'll try and take the other person's point of view into consideration to understand that perhaps there are certain things that we don't realize. And once we find out, we can always respond instead of react. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. I do. 1 o'clock in the afternoon we open, 9 o'clock in the evening we close. Protocol is there, very simple. Okay? Plus, I look forward to introducing you some really nice juices. Now, we've not been sitting on our behinds doing nothing during MCO, okay? Myself and a couple of other brewers have been working very hard to bring you some new flavors, okay? As you can see, our international juice now, nowhere close to our selection for our local juices. Why? Because the proof is in the vaping, okay? Remember, you come here to see me, you get freedom in your vaping. How does that work? Well, any one of those bottles, if you're using the equipment that I recommend, you don't even need to service for the full bottle. Sometimes 2 or 3 bottles. Guess how many cotton changes I did during the MCO? 6 weeks it was, 1 cotton change. Okay? So guys, I hope you take this on board. Hope you enjoy the show because, see, I can't do things the way I used to. I can't serve a whole room of people anymore. I can't have people in here talking, yakking away, you know, vaping and just enjoying life. So when we don't make the choice that we want to make, I've been wanting to do videos for a long time, but I've held it off, put it off, so on and so forth. Sometimes life gives us the opportunity to do it again. As you know, towards the end of last year, I had the opportunity to do things my way, okay? But I still didn't quite, I did 1 or 2 videos, but that was it. today's a bonus. You're gonna get 3 life stories. Sometimes when we don't choose, when we're supposed to choose, life can make it so that it's so painful that if we don't choose, it's gonna hurt us something chronic. COVID-19, you put the fire up my ass. You certainly have. Because with you around, if I don't do this kind of stuff, there ain't no way I'm gonna survive, is there? Alvin, take care. We'll see you again next time. Have a good one, guys. And enjoy your freedom in vaping, eh? That was funny. Trying to vape through a mask.